Hey, everybody. It's Michael Griswold here, your personal psycho pump. And welcome to this episode of Myth Busting Lies of the Personal Development Movement. Today, we're talking about your ego and the lie that is all wrapped up in making a distinction between your ego and your higher self and what all of that means. Look, all of this type of stuff, all of these talk about there's this part of you that's the ego that's bad and you need to, get rid of that and you need to cultivate your higher self. All of these things serve to do one thing, and that is to bring about psychosis in the individual. What they try to do is take a Ginsu knife and chop up the individual into several pieces, several thousand pieces, until it's like Humpty Dumpty. The personal development movement, these spiritual movements, while they might start and do start with probably great intentions, as the telephone game of truth continues on, what happens is we all, as the recipients of these half-truths, end up being like Humpty Dumpty, falling off the wall. All the pieces fall over the floor, and you can't put yourself back together again. Look, there is no such thing as your ego and your higher self. You are one person. Those things that you love about yourself, the times when you're nice and generous and charming and smart and make good decisions, and the times when you're acting like a dumbass and you're greedy and you're lustful and you're stupid and you're regretful, all of those things are you. And all of those things are just fine, because that is the way life is. Life is both all of the great things and all of the not so great things. And when we try to dissect it all up into only having the great things, well, then we end up living a delusion. And instead of being a whole person, we end up playing this make-believe where we are afraid of ourselves. Here's what happens. We get one of these ideas that, I'm not my ego. I shouldn't be my ego. I should be loving and all these things. And so we have this idea of what all those things are. And all the things that we don't like, we hide in the darkness. And then what happens then? We are hiding from ourselves. All the things that we don't like, we just shove them over into the corner and try to stay away from them. And what happens is we wake up one day and wonder, who the hell am I? What the hell am I doing? Why does everything feel kind of phony? And then we have this existential crisis where we wonder, what is my purpose? What am I doing here? It's because you've been chopped up into 1,000 little pieces. Now, all the king's horses and all the king's men couldn't put Humpty Dumpty back together again, but you can. And you can do it by recognizing that there is no such thing as your ego. There is no such thing as your higher self. You're just one thing. You are one composite human being full of all sorts of glorious things and all sorts of gloriously dastardly things. And all of those things are beautiful. All of the things that you like and all of the things that you don't like. So if you would like to trade insanity and psychosis and schizophrenia, which is what ends up happening, schizophrenia might be the most underdiagnosed condition of mankind these days. If you'd like to get rid of all that schizophrenia and join into a holistic interaction with life, then put away all that stuff. Come to recognize that you are one person, that you don't have all these parts, and that, yes, there are parts of you that you love, and there are parts of you that you don't love, and that is perfectly okay. It is like trying to make the whole world. My favorite ice cream in the whole world is Ben & Jerry's Americone Dream. It's delicious. It's got some vanilla ice cream. It's got some chocolate in it. It's got a little crunch. Awesome, right? But if the whole world was Ben & Jerry's Americone Dream ice cream, it would be intolerable, because there would be no difference, no way to tell how good it is if I didn't ever have butter pecan, which is disgusting. So radically accept and embrace and enjoy all of the parts of you that are you, and make a commitment today to stop this exorcism of yourself, from yourself, looking at yourself from the outside as a third party. This is insanity. Stop doing this. Instead, Look at the world from your perspective. Stop getting outside of yourself and criticizing yourself, wondering why are you doing this, as if you could even be objective, as if you could even become something other than who you are. Instead, get all the way inside of yourself, look at the world, and interact with it in the way that you want to make this world into what you want it to be. That is your calling as a human being. Just like it says in the good old Bible, let us make man in our own image. Then we, as miniature gods, as expressions of God, reflect our image into this world. My name is Michael Griswold, your personal psychopomp, leading you through the chaos and confusion of all of the half-truths of life so that you can live a life of self-respect, self-acceptance, and self-appreciation, and enjoy your time while you're here until you move on to the next place. Later.